Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my first video of the year, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to pay your China suppliers and also how you can become an RMB vendor yourself. The easiest way to pay your China suppliers is by using RMB vendors. So who are these RMB vendors? RMB vendors are vendors that trade the China currency. They already have the China currency, which is yuan or RMB, in their account, and they can easily pay your suppliers. So using these RMB vendors is very easy. All you just need to do is to know the rate of the day, transfer the money to their Nigerian account, and they will help you to fund your suppliers. I'm going to be giving you contacts of RMB vendors that I've been using over the years. These contacts are very reliable. Trust me to always give you good plugs, tested and trusted. However, you can change at any freaking point in time. So any transaction you make with them is still at your own risk. I do trust them, but I can only vouch for myself. I'm an RMB vendor too, but that doesn't stop me from referring you to the people that I've tried over the years. I'm going to drop my number, but before I do that, I'm going to drop 4 reliable RMB suppliers with good rates. Important note about these vendors, please, I'm begging you, these vendors handle high volume of transactions every day. Like I said, they are wholesale RMB suppliers, so you don't just message them when you are bored. A lot of people here are bored and they always message you. They know they don't want to buy something and they keep messaging you, hi, how are you, what is the rate of the day? Before you know it, they will just stop replying you because they don't have the time. Imagine 200 people daily messaging you to know how much the rate of RMB is and not following through. It's very frustrating. So I recommend that you message them when you are ready to buy and be very straightforward. So here's a message template you can use. Good day, I want to pay my supplier 2000 RMB. What is your rate? It's as easy as ABC. And here's another tip for checking the rate of RMB without stressing anybody. Just go to ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT, what is the current rate of 1 RMB to Naira? Now, ChatGPT is not always accurate, but they are slightly accurate. For example, if the rate is 210 according to ChatGPT, just add extra 10 at the back and you know that the current rate is 220 for the day. So you can do your calculations, and when you know that you are actually ready to pay your suppliers, you can now message these contacts I'm about to give you. Are we good to go? We're good to go. So the first supplier is Blissful Collections. I've been using her. I've been using her for a long period of time, over 2 years. She delivers instantly. And the reason why I like her is that she has a broadcast list. So when you message her, you can also ask her to add you to her broadcast list so you can be receiving daily updates. So she's the only one among these contacts that has a broadcast list, while the rest I'm going to be sharing. You just message them to know the rate and they will deliver instantly. The second person on the line is Blackie. She's actually a very good and reliable supplier. I've been using her for a long period of time. She's tested and trusted. The third supplier, Baraka Adesokon. I also enjoy her services. I've been using her for a long period of time. And the fourth RMB supplier is Timileng. I always use her too. She's very good as well. I know they recommend nonsense. For those that want to become RMB suppliers themselves, here's what you need to know. So in RMB business, we have wholesalers and we have retailers. Wholesalers buy in bulk from Chinese vendors, that's vendors in China, and retailers buy from wholesalers and sell to end users, me and you. So for example, you can buy RMB from a Chinese vendor at the rate of 205 as a wholesaler and resell to retailers at the rate of 206 or 207, depending on how many RMB they are buying. And the retailers can sell to the RMB user for 208 or 209. I'm sure you might be wondering, how am I going to make profit from this? Me personally, before I get into the profit part, personally, I like to deal with retailers. I don't have any contact of Chinese vendors because if anything goes wrong, it's easier to just sort out problems with wholesalers in Nigeria like me and you. Although nothing has gone wrong in my course of buying RMB, I've not had any issues. Back to the profit margin. As an RMB dealer, you can make 10,000 naira or more, as high as 100,000 naira in a day, depending on the volume. Like I said, RMB is just like a volume business. For example, if somebody wants to buy 10,000 RMB and I buy it at the rate of 205 and resell to my customer at the rate of 206, I've just made 10,000 naira profit. So imagine if I had 10,000 imagine if I had 10 customers like that daily, that's 100,000 naira. So it just depends on volume. And how do you get customers that will buy RMB from you? Most times I think it's easier if you're an importation coach. From my own experience, I'm an importation coach. I have a lot of students that I've trained for importation, so one way or the other they need RMB themselves and I just supply them. Or you can post on your WhatsApp status, RMB available. Or if you know any importer that is used to importing you can just message them and let them know that you sell RMB too. So it's one of the business I like in importation, that you don't have to start without capital. You don't need any capital to start the business. All you just need is a reliable supplier, which I've listed previously in this video, and just advertise whatever you have and get customers. So as soon as your vendor supplies your customer, you make your quick cash. You guys should really thank me for this video, because to find good RMB supplier now by connection, I'm always seeing people talk about, oh, I've been scammed. There are a lot of scammers, honestly, and I'm just very lucky that I'm always blessed to meet good people, which I've shared to you. So here's how I became an RMB vendor. Before I got this contact I sent to you, I just used to buy from different wholesalers, and they had ridiculously high prices. And one day one lady just added me to her group, and from there I just started seeing different suppliers, and different suppliers started adding me to their group. I mean, over the course of 4 years, I think I'm on over 10 groups, and I didn't get these groups easily. There are some groups that were hard to join because they need 100% verified people, and that was just how I started the business. So if you need RMB, you just post it on the group, I need RMB, and a lot of suppliers would message you. So you only trade with verified suppliers and also the admin of the group, and that was how I just started the RMB business. But there are some times where I don't have time to be posting to groups. If I just need the RMB immediately, I'll message some of my contacts that I have personally. If you want to become an RMB vendor, you have to join these groups. I mean, these groups that I'm on, it took me over 4 years. I did not just join them overnight. It's just like a collection of groups that I've joined. If you're interested in joining those groups, send me a DM. Obviously, I cannot just post it here on YouTube because I don't know who is watching, and I don't want those groups to be infiltrated with just any kind of people. I mean, you have to even tag who referred you as soon as you enter the group. So thankfully, I already shared you contacts of 4 suppliers. And yes, I even forgot my CC. I forgot my own contact. Look, this is my contact, and I'm an RMB vendor. But if you want to become an RMB vendor personally, you can send me a DM and I'll put it through, give you access to like over 5 groups for you to join and just become a vendor of your own. I mean, those 5 groups you would get I'm not exaggerating, nothing less than 100 verified vendors. Like I said, one thing I just like about those groups is that if I need RMB, I just post it on those groups and I get the cheapest rates available, because these ones are like Oga wholesalers. Not everybody has the cheapest rate all the time, but on that group I'm able to access cheap rates at all times. There are some people that also want to just do RMB giveaway. Maybe they need money urgently and they will sell the RMB at an affordable price, and they just buy from them. So it is actually not free if you want to become an RMB vendor. That's like another different package. Just DM me if you're interested. But this contact I gave you are my wholesale suppliers, and I buy from them on a daily basis. So that's all for today's video. Please watch, like, comment. Guys, I have so many valuable content regarding importation and business to dish out, but I always lose motivation because I don't know, the views are not encouraging, and anyways, I'll try to be more consistent this year. Thank you. Love you guys.